Hey everyone, how's your summer reading going? My name is Gretchen Wegner and I am an academic life coach, currently obsessed with two things, the topic of rest and how you can get, what does it say here? Why you get more done when you work less. I think that is so important for me in my business, so important for the students that I work with. So I am really enjoying reading this. But the second thing that I'm enjoying doing is practicing a note-taking method that I have not worked on in a long time, and I wanted to be sharing with you all. So if you caught part one, you will have seen already my creation of this chart, this note-taking chart, on which I intend to get this entire book all on one page, one printable page. The writing might be teeny tiny, but it will be one printable page. And so today what I want to do is show you my progress. Before, in part one, you saw an empty graph here. But this time, you'll be able to see that I have actually finished reading all 3 chapters of the introduction. I'm super excited to get into part one, stimulating creativity and the role that rest plays in that. But you'll just have to see that on the next video. For now, I just want to give you a closer look at how I took notes, because this is a very specific kind of way of taking notes that I find revolutionary if I truly want to internalize the information. So I actually, although it looks like, this is the introduction, and this is the main idea for the introduction. So it looks like I might have filled it from the top down. Actually, I filled it from the bottom up. So what I want you to see is that this lighter pink right here are the relevant and interesting facts that I wanted to remember from the chapter. And so I took notes here in the introduction. I took notes on the relevant and interesting facts. And then once I took all of those notes, I thought long and hard about what is the main idea? What do all of these things have in common? Why did this author decide to put all this information under the title Introduction? What do they all have in common? And then I wrote that main idea. Then I moved on to the next chapter, The Problem of Rest, and I wrote all these, I took notes on all of these facts. And then after I did that, I went back up and I wrote this main idea. And rinse and repeat for the science of rest. Took notes, then wrote the main idea right here. Once I had done all of that, I reread all my information. I thought, what is the biggest idea here from the entire introduction? What do these 3 chapters, what story are they telling that I think the author is really wanting to impart? And I wrote that sentence right here. All along, by the way, I'm not going to read these out loud, but if you want to pause and read the work, feel free to do that. Now that I'm done with the introduction, I'm going to follow the same process for all these chapters. I will take notes down here on relevant and interesting information, write a main idea, take notes, write a main idea, take notes, write a main idea, etc., and then I will write the main idea for part 1. I'll do the same thing for part 2, and then also for the conclusion. So when I next check in with you all, I will have a completed chart for the entire book, and I'm so excited. It's a lot of work. It is a lot of work, but once I made the chart and I got the momentum, it's going faster and faster, and I suspect that I will be able to talk about this book and all of the concepts in it with much more intelligence. I think that's the word. I will remember more from this book because I've been doing such a good note-taking job. But we'll see. I'll report into you next time. So keep on reading. You might try this method for any nonfiction book that you're tackling this summer. And I'll see you in part 3 in a little bit. Bye, y'all.